What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips, brothers. Are you ready? Das, das. That's how the wood say it. Das, das, das. Back to the bone. Are you ready, brothers? Let's get the intro in. We about to get the dancing going on. Superwood right now. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So are you ready, brothers? You got your coffee ready? Is your rig, is it already hooked up? You just, I'm there. Hey, why do the woods do that? I remember the skinhead, man, that I used to fuck with a long time ago. Is a homie, right? Cool ass white dude. He's like, brother, as soon as you hit it, it's like this. Right? I was like, damn. He's like, it feels like it just comes out when it goes back in. He was crazy, right? That motherfucker right there was the homie till he told on me. Then I was like, what? Why'd you do that for? Brother, I was high. Yeah, I know you were high, motherfucker. Guess what? You're going to be low when you get out fucking with me. Anyways, right? Pepe and Roach, the fucking mega powers exploded, right? And to Roach got exploded on. Now, this is what happened. I don't know about you guys, but do you guys know anything about a grow operation? Let me explain to you one that I participated in and how Roach and Pepe.
Yes, how much are they gonna pay me? Can they pay me? Can they pay me in black? Can they pay me in black?
Right? That fool was crazy. Let me explain to you how it was, what I know about a grow operation, and then how these motherfuckers ended up ultimately getting shot in the ass in a grow operation. So, when I got out of prison, I forgot what year it was, 2008, I believe. I get out of prison and I have a primo, and I ain't gonna say no names, so that's good for content purposes. But I had a primo, or I have a primo still. I say I had because I don't fuck with him anymore. He's a fucking dumbass. But he was doing his thing pretty heavy in the Bay, right? He was doing his thing, and this is back before Yeska was, or weed or whatever you want to call it, was legal. It was still illegal, so everyone had grow operations and things. You know what I'm saying? This dude was pretty technical with this shit. You know, he had done. He was a carpenter's apprentice, meaning he was with the union, so he knew how to like build houses, tear them down, fucking rebuild them again. So he would literally look and find these grow operation or these homes that were like older that he could tap the PGE. I'm explaining it to you, right? They had to have their PGE shit on the outside and whatever, right? So he'd find these spots and he'd go in, tear all the walls down, set up his whole grow operation. He had a partner, right? Him and his partner, they were on it. And they'd set up their things. They had the room to dry the shit out. They had the room to cultivate it. They had all their babies on, or what do they call them, clones on bubblers. Like they had it all hooked up. And he got at me because I needed money, man. I was broke. I just got out of prison. He was like, hey, primo, you want to work for me? And I was like, yeah, we're going to build a house or dig a ditch or what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking manual labor. He's like, nah, bro, all you got to do is sit on the couch all day long. You can play on the internet and shit. I'll give you a laptop, everything. Put groceries in the refrigerator. You're going to sit in a brand new house, bro. And all you have to do is sit down for this amount of time. It was like 3 months. And you got to hold one of those, a shotty. Go ahead and hold one of those. Make sure no one comes in. You're not allowed to tell anyone where you're at. Bring anyone here. So basically that was called a sitter. I was going to sit down on this house, make sure no one broke in. There was no shenanigans, right? It's a dangerous job, especially if you don't know who's out there running their mouth, right? So I did that. Man. And I was getting $500 a week, broke ass shit, right? I was getting $500 a week and I was killing them on the bud. I was stealing all kinds of shit, but that's what was happening, right? Now, it went a little sideways because he had a few of these little operations going on. And one dude didn't know how to act and he threw a party and he was inviting people and some shit got stolen. We had to go over there and pull up, and bust out and do some crazy shit. And we'll leave it like that. So that was the whole setup when it comes to that type of grow operation. They were just homes, right? Now, Pepe and Roach were on a different level in this story, right? So Roach calls me. He's like, hey, brother, you mind if I get at you? I was like, yeah. He's like, hey, whatever happened to that cousin you have? You remember the one with the fucked up mustache and he stuck his tongue out all the time? I said, who, Pepe? Yeah, the one that slapped his tongue, brother. I always tripped out on that. Yeah, white people, we don't do that. No, we're too white. Our tongue is pink, brother, and we don't want it black because we don't like black. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, come by. I got some things to run past you, man. It concerns your cousin. Now, at the time, Pepe was locked up, but he was going to be getting out in a couple months. And I had mentioned to Roach, because we had just been talking, chilling one day. He's like, whatever happened to your cousin? I was like, yeah, he's locked up, but he's going to be getting out, which I hear announcement Pepe will be getting out pretty soon again. He was supposed to already be out. I don't know what happened. I got to call my tia. He might be out for all I know, right? And if he is, I'm going to fucking have him, right? So anyways, I'm like, all right. So I swing by there. He's like, brother, so I got some bikers that I fuck with pretty heavy. You know that shit I just got, remember I gave you a ball? I was like, nope. I was not trying to pay him back because I didn't have the money, right? I was like, I don't remember. He's like, bro, I just gave you some good dope, bro. Anyways, that's biker dope. They have this big old grow operation and they need a couple sitters, brother. And I know you're not down. I said, hell no, I'm not down to go out there for some biker shit because bikers don't play. If I'm going to tie you up and blow you up, right? I'm like, I'm cool. That wasn't my thing. I had an old lady, my kid at the time. Like, nah, I'm good. He's like, brother, you think your cousin would be interested? I said, oh yeah, for some money? Fuck yeah, he'll be interested. Pepe's the type that gets out of jail and prison and gets straight to running and gunning again. Not one of those dudes that when I get in, I'm gonna go to Victory Outreach, is it? Because that's where all the connections are. I'm like, what do you mean connections like clothing and food? Nah, they can't like black, is it? Right? Like, no, they don't do that at Victory Outreach, bro. Don't disrespect Victory Outreach, brother. They're there to help people. I got a couple of actors. They can tell me when the fucking Catholic priest says prayer, it's their head's already down. I'm like, no, that's not. That's. Yeah, I seen a couple of authors like that, but that's just them, right? But guy wanted to be me, I see. So that's how Pepe used to be. Like any resource he can get to help him get on that correct path that he was going, which was darkness, then that's the way he was going. So I knew he would be up for the job. So Roach was like, all right, brother, so they got this big old fucking field and there's like a big farmhouse and we're going to start. And I was like, whoa, how big is this operation? Oh, no, they got about 10,000 plants. It's an outdoor thing. I was like, so what do you guys' job? We're just going to patrol the area and kick back. I figured I didn't want to do it alone. I need another hand. They got some paisas, but I don't fuck with paisas. Them fucking tacos, they're fucking hot. I like malo salsa, and paisas don't know how to make malo salsa. See, I told them put a little mayonnaise in it, but I said, mayonnaise? Brother, it's like creamy ranch. It tastes good, brother. Don't knock it till you try it. It's because you're not white. You'll never understand. I said, nah, even if I was, I probably wouldn't. Anyways, a couple months passed, man. I forget all about it. It was just a conversation. He was all spun out. Roach did that all the time. He'll be like, hey, brother, you want to see a spaceship? Yeah. I'll be like, brother, that's a lawnmower. No, brother, but look how fast it goes. And he's gone. It's as fast as a fucking spaceship. Remember that movie Flight of the Navigator? Yeah, look, brother, I got a Navigator. It's got a Lincoln Navigator fucking emblem you put on it. That's about as navigation as you get, right? With that motherfucker, right? Hey, that about had a riding lawnmower that went about 100 miles an hour. He's like, brother, what I did was I took the carburetor out, I flushed it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't understand shit about that, right? He's like, brother, and put a little meth in there, sparked it up, brother. It's gone, right? I'm like, nah, you're bullshitty, bro. Hey, just because it keeps you up doesn't mean it keeps the fucking lawnmower up. But I ain't gonna lie, that riding lawnmower, to this day, John Deere ain't got shit on Roach. They should call him Roach Deere. That bottle was gone. Hey, he was mowing everyone's lawn in the whole street. Brother, I can't stop. I put rocket fuel, but I fucking forgot to put brakes, right? I watched this about the wreck. How do you wreck a riding lawnmower? That motherfucker was turning, they have these controls. He turned that motherfucker, it flipped him all the way over. He landed on his head. He was all leaking and shit. And he kept on going, brother, I got to finish this shit or my mom will kill me. Roach was crazy. So anyways, a couple months pass. Pepe gets out, man. And I call him. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? He's like, fuck the bullshit. Can I get out and no parties, no feria? No, I feel like Scarface. They say, I got the fucking washing shoes that my feet are coming out of. You ever had octopus? I say, I got fucking octopus and SOS coming out of my ears. They say, right? I'm like, hey, what's up? I just called to say hello. Hey, I just called to say I love you. Fuck you and your love. Show me your bola. Can I get your bola? Right? So I'm like, I got you, right? So I'm like, hey, when are you going to come to Tia's? Did she got the shit? Did she got the shit? I said, no, I don't know if she got chorro. She might. I didn't say that she got the shit. I said that she got the shit. I said, Tia always got some. Slide by. Maybe I could convince my mom to let me borrow the Astro van. I say, right now I'm on parole. I say, you guys have to come to me because I'm the man with the master plan. I said, yeah, okay. That's all I hear throughout the whole conversation. So he ends up pulling up a couple weeks later. And
I remember he calls me. He's like, "Damn, tias," and she like, "Fuck that." She rubbed my balls. I say, "I'm gonna keep it real." Where's Ricky at? I said, "Ricky's been locked up." He's like, "Good. I don't like fucking norteños around me." I say, even when they have their shirts on, it still smells like manure. I say, "You ever smell that?" I said, "Bro, I'm a norteño." Okay, unfortunately, he said, "You could have been on the blue side." He said, "The blue team, but you, stupid ass, decided, oh, I'm gonna be from the Central Valley. I'm gonna be from the Central Valley. Vale verga the Central Valley." I say, "Puro caca." I'll say it slow for you. Compton.
All right. We'd always argue, but I loved him, even though I know I could beat the shit out of him anytime I wanted. It was all good. He'll teeter on the disrespect.
He'd be like, "Yes, what the fuck is this? A California burrito," I say. "But this is caca. You gotta go get you a Southern California burrito." I say,
Is there a difference? Is like a variation of, is it crinkle cut fries down there, or how do they do it?
I said, "Nah, we cut papas fresh." I said, "See, that's one thing about up north. Everything is processed. It's a process up here. Well, you want to process, putting your fucking shirt on." I say, "Famero, put your fucking shirt on."
He was crazy. Right? Hey, he'll yell out the window,
"Hey, where you from?"
they'll be like, Norte. So, you know what I mean? Ciao.
He'd be like, "Orale, ciao. Put your shirts on."
He was crazy. I'd be like, oh shit, ducking while I'm driving because my primo's a fucking straight up southerner. So, anyways, he's at my tia's. He gives me a call.
Hey, see, I'm over here. I thought you wanted me to come.
I said, yeah, I do. Let me call my homeboy, man, because Roach had just called me a few days before, like, hey, brother, is it full go or is it half 60? Let me know, brother, because I need to tell these guys. And they don't really fuck around. Like if you give me your word and then you go back on your word, like they'll just kill you. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know if I want to put my primo in that situation. Brother, you don't even like that son of a bitch. Isn't he a Sereno? Look, it's like send him into the motherfucking, in the lion's pit. He'll be all right. I'll watch his back. I said, yeah, but you want to hire him to watch your back. And what does he get? Bro, we haven't worked that out yet. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he gets, I'm going to take half off the top. So I'm going to get his half. He'll be good, brother. I'll look out for him. Look, I'll get him high, brother. I said, yeah, but he likes that other shit. Brother, where there's a wheel, there's 10 fucking white men with different ways. I'm like, okay. So I call Peps and I'm like, all right, I'm going to come by there. So I go, my tia's, I knock on the door. My tia's, oh, fuck. It's another one. I'm not sharing shit I got with both of you fuckers. Okay, your primo's not here. I don't even know what you're doing here. You're taking up my time. I should be doing that. You're taking up my time. Okay, I got 3 guys in the back right now just sitting down patiently. Okay, I've been waiting for today. And all of us, I'm watching my fucking novela first to make them wait. Remember what grandma used to tell me? Make them fucking dudes wait. And then one by one, I'm going to run through their pockets. Now I got this fucking babosa from, I can't even say it. Say it, son of a bitch.
Compton, tia.
That one. And then we got you, and you tell he's all of a sudden, hey, Primo's coming. Make sure he keeps that fucking shirt on. Look, I'm trying to take mine off. So hurry up. Say what you got to say. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm like, damn, tia, smells good in here. It does. One of the paisas made tacos. Mijo, I think there's a sope in there for you. I said, all right, shit, fuck it. Did I say you can have it? I said it was in there for you. I didn't say go get it. My tia was crazy like that. She'd be like, mijo, what do you want to eat? I'll be like, oh, man, what do you got? I don't know. We got everything to make spaghetti. You want spaghetti? Yeah. Okay, we'll cook it. What the fuck? And make sure you use garlic bread because I like garlic bread, bitch. So anyways, I put Pepe outside in the backyard amongst the dog shit. And I make sure I keep my shirt on because I don't want to hear it. And he's like, what's up, Pepe? I said, hey, remember the homeboy Roach?
Yeah, that's the homeboy right there. That last time I said we were hired to heist. I said, that about the sure knows how to party. He's like an Omega Mu, I say. From Revenge of the Nerd. Remember Revenge of the Nerd? Remember Omega Mu? These fucking Omega Mu sure know how to party. Yeah, I like partying with Wood, they say. I don't like Wood necessarily. Like in prison, we're supposed to be cool, but we're not. But they say we are. But you know what I'm saying? Get that fucking swastika out of my face, right? But this guy's cool, I say. Que droga. Yeah, droga?
I said, yeah, he has. He got you. I said, so look, man, he's got this grow operation. This whoop de I run him down. What's going on? And I'm thinking, all this setup I'm doing, like my gas is leaking. What do I get for this? Right? But even though I owe Roach a little bit of money at this time, so this is why I was doing it. I was still trying to come up. You know how it is, man. I'm trying to be the introduction here.
So he's like, let's go to Abata's house. They go, Kiki, save me away from here. Tia's acting all crazy. It smells like pumpkin pie in there, see? And then every time I walk by Tia to go to the bathroom, it smells like pumpkin pie in there. One time I picked it in, I said, trick or treat, like it smells, see? For real.
I'm like, all right, come on. Tia was in there getting her funkapilization on. So we jam and we pull up on Roach, and Roach jumps out the window. He's like, brother, I got to show you something. I got to show you. Mom! Get dressed, right? I'm like, what are you doing in there buck naked? What's wrong? No, she just got out of the shower and shit. We only have cold water, so her shit is, they're sticking out. So I don't want to disrespect anyone. Hey, what's up, Pepe? So they give each other a hug. It's been a minute, right, since they see each other. He's like, are you ready, brother?
Pepe's like, look, fuck all that. Slow down, white man. I'm ready to get high. Are you ready to?
He's like, brother, I already am. Look, come on. Let's go. I'm going to show you guys. This motherfucker is building a replica statue of himself in the living room using forks. Bunch of burnt up ass forks and shit. He's like, brother, I'm just soldering shit together, brother. Tell me that don't look like me. I said, nah. Well, he's one of the little picos from the fork has a tooth. I said, that's fake. He said, what do you mean, brother? It looks just like me. I said, yeah, but it has a tooth. You don't have no teeth. You're right, brother. Dink. There, no teeth. Now it looks just like me. Yeah, it looks like you if you were Nicolas Cage. Fuck it, brother, Con Air, right? So anyways, he runs he runs Pepe down. Pepe's like,
okay, talk to me. I said, now we're talking business. I said, how much money am I going to make?
He said, brother, I don't know, like 250, 300 a week.
Okay, he said, so let's do it down into metric weight. So if we convert it over to 10 gramos, and then we hamburger meat, we go this way, and then you know what I'm saying, and it all goes by the pigmentation of the raw. Okay, so you're saying I could get like a ball a week, maybe even more?
He says, yeah, maybe more, brother.
He says, okay, now we're talking.
He's like, but brother, you got to, how are you going to eat? Because they're not going to provide food. We got to buy our own groceries.
Okay, so that's where my primo comes in. Can I borrow 100 bola?
I said, so wait up. So what do I get out of the situation?
A hug, you get a fucking hug, and knowing that you hooked me up, and one of these days in the future when I can make it right, I'll hook you up.
I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. So they got to buy their own groceries. So I dropped these motherfuckers way out in the montañas. Where? I cannot tell you, because I just won't. And there is weed plants from here to way over there. It's everywhere. I haven't seen this shit since I hit that lick that I told you guys about a long time ago, right? And I'm like, damn, makes me want to. It's something about weed. Like, I don't even like smoking it. I don't like it. I like growing it and all that back in the days. Not anymore. I'm legal. But I see this shit and it makes me want to like snatch a plant or something. You know what I'm saying? You just get that. Like, it's like going to heaven. You're just like, damn, it smells bomb in here, right? So then Pepe and them get off. Anyways, this is what happens. Roach has this Featherwood chick he's fucking with, right? Tweaked out the game. So he calls me. They've been there like 2 weeks, and I call Pepe, make sure he's all right. Like, are you good, primo?
He all of a sudden, am I good? He said, I'm great. I said, the fuck you mean, am I good? He says, but I ain't gonna lie. He said, I need a mamon like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie. Last night, Roach was snoring, I said, and I seen he had no teeth, and I said, I wish I had a chick like that.
I said, oh, shit, you're looking at Roach's mouth?
No, it wasn't necessary. Yeah, brother, I was. I said, I really was. That's how I know my equilibrium is fucked up. But I'm still from Compton. You got your shirt on, is it?
So Roach is like, look at brother. Let me talk to him, Peps. And these guys are like best friends, perfect strangers. Bauki Bartakamus and cousin Laddie, right? Either one could be either one. Fuck it. And he's like, hey, brother, do me a favor. Do me a paro. I said, yeah, what's up? Come on, brother. You going to look out for the white man or what? He would always do that. Come on, brother. Don't deny the white man. Never deny. You know what happens when you deny a white man? What? You get shipped back to where you motherfuckers came from, brother. I'm like, damn, like that. You know what I'm saying, brother? I'm pro, right? I says, what do you want, bro? Hey, bring my old lady over here, brother. She's gonna fucking look at. She's gonna chop me up. So I'm like, your black chick? She ain't fucking with Pepe. She'll beat the hell out of Pepe, brother. Did I say her? That's my wife. I said my old lady. I said, well, who? That one Featherwood. Remember the one that fucking tickled your balls? I said, oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah, damn, her nails were sharp too. He's like, brother, bring her over. We're gonna do a 4-way. I said, but there's only 2 of you and her. Exactly, brother. And I got an arm. The one without tracks. Just bring her over. I go pick this chick up. Now, they had rules there. This is how I told you guys about the rules that I have for my primo. You can't bring anyone that's not supposed to be there. Okay? These bikers would just pop up. Now, this is a big raw operation. This is biker shit. You're fine with bikers. I'm trying to tell you guys, right? Shout out to the Mongols. You just don't fuck with them. I dropped the chick off. I get the fuck up out of there. My plan was just to drop him off. I see what's up. Pepe's like, Pepe's skinny as fuck. He's like, we ran out of life. Can you tell? I said, man, how long have you guys been up? When did you drop us off? I'm like, fuck, right? The whole time. Leave out this guy. Hey, they got a fucking bonfire out there. The buses are burning weed and shit. I'm like, these fools are crazy. I'd have been killed these fools if I was a biker. I dropped the chick off. Well, the chick sees where she's at and she calls some dudes to come. Some other biker dudes that she knows, right? Look, they end up pulling up, I guess. I guess they're in their fucking tag team back again, doing their thing. These other bikers pull up. Roach thinks they're his homies because he hears motorcycles and trucks and shit. And he goes up there like, so brother, he's butt naked, dick swinging. Brother, I'm sorry. I had it. Oh, shit. And he turns around and these fools shoot him right in the ass. Boom. Well, they shoot him like in the lower back, right on top of the ass. Boom. That fool falls out. Pepe's coming out of the room because they were doing whatever they were doing. I'm not going to repeat it, right? And as he comes out, that chick pushes him out the door so he can get clapped too. They think they got Roach, right? They're going to clap him and just take everything or take what they can. And she pushes him. And when she pushes him, thank God she pushed Pepe because Pepe falls. Hey, the way you pushing me, that hurts, right? And he falls before he hits the duck, and he sees fucking Roach, and then he realizes, damn. And Pepe jumps up and does the fucking Speedy Gonzalez and runs up out of there, butt naked, just little thing just swinging. Compton. Gets wherever he goes, runs through the fucking weed forest, right? These dudes are chasing him. They give up. They start pulling plants and doing what they're doing, raid the house. This chick jumps in the fucking truck with them and jams. Pepe calls me. He makes it back to the house, calls me. Exactly how I said, I forgot. I said, all right, hey, calm down. What happened? Did Roach bone you or something? No, Roach is dead, is it? I said, what? Come help it. I'm going to be out there, right? He sounds like Ricky. The werewolves got me. The werewolves got me. Right, so I go out there, and it's like 2.5 hours, and I get out there, and Roach is fucking leaking. Like, I thought he got hit in the spine, man. We took him to the hospital. I dropped him off at the hospital, just left him there. He had to walk in all fucked up. He ended up getting shot in the butt, right? Now, I had to call fucking these biker dudes. Pepe's all scared. I don't know what they're going to say. I said, calm down and talk right. God, I need to get high. My heart's pumping. Take me to Thea's house. I'm done with that shit. If you guys want to hear part 2, do you think he was done with it? He wasn't. Stay tuned tomorrow, man. I'm going to hit you with part 2, and it's going to be a good one, man. With that being said, thumbs up or thumb. What happened to Roach? It's not how you put a motherfucker down. It's how he gets back up. That wood ain't no joke, brother. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people, man. I got supers giving supers piggyback rights today. Bang, bang. The gun.